Hi everybody, I'm back with another comic book haul. I was actually able to get some books this week. My local shop, the renovations are mostly done, so we actually had some vintage books out front, discount bins, and I found a few nice things. And I also found the most random comic book find at the local Goodwill. I'll get to that in a minute here. But the local comic shop, I strolled in last Saturday, and lo and behold, he had rearranged a few things, and wall books were up front. Basically, he made it. The shop's goofy. So you got your wall books behind the counter, and you have your wall key comics behind like a few other tables towards the back of the shop that he always kind of got annoyed because you'd have to go walk all the way to the back of the shop and you'd have to play like Wheel of Fortune and be like, Amazing Spider-Man 52, and he'd be trying to find it on the wall, and it's right there. Oh, he'd grab it. And yeah, I could tell over time this was irritating him. So he redid his entire wall, basically so the customer can just grab whatever the hell they want off the wall, hopefully not damage it, because it's nice wall books, and then pay for it. Whatever. Works for me. That's fine. So, he had a few nice things. He had a few nice new books in his vintage collection, thumbing through the back issues. So I'm going to just jump right into it. As always, I love me some Bronze Age Marvel. Marvel from 1969, 70, up until about the really early 80s. Basically when books anywhere from 15 cents to 35-cent covers. That's my bread and butter. Once we get past 35, I'm still going to buy it. I still enjoy those comics. But that's stuff I really like. Case in point, Marvel presents number 8, featuring the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Silver Surfer. A lot of glare there. That's okay. Ugh, terrible at this. I apologize. But anyway, it's a cool comic. Roger Stern written the story. I like Roger Stern. Done a lot of nice books. Had a really nice Avengers run that I enjoy. Some nice Superman books. And his Amazing Spider-Man run is one of my favorites. I was pleasantly surprised to find he was the writer of this comic. So, good stuff. Got it for like $4. Cool. Then I found I'm shocked this was as cheap as he had it. This was only $5. Tower of Shadows number 3. Again, as I've said many a video from now, I love Marvel horror reprints. I will be collecting them forever because there's a ton of them. A ton. This is from 1969, I do believe. But there's so many titles. Quick history lesson for people out there. Marvel in the 60s had a distribution deal through DC Comics, basically. So they only had a limited amount of books they could put on the newsstand because DC certainly was not going to let their rival have more books on the shelf than them. And then in the 70s, they got their own distribution deal, and they flooded the market with titles. There's so many titles came out in the 70s, including like a dozen different horror and monster reprint books. All lots of fun. But this is, Silver Age Marvel, early Bronze Age Marvel for $5 all day long. Buy it. And I've been looking for this one for a while, and I was very happy that they had it. Not as nice a shape as I'd like. I need to upgrade this, but still. Avengers 161, really cool Ant-Man cover. Battling the Ant-Man for whatever reason. Cool book. Avengers in the 70s and early 80s is a really fun series. A lot of good talent. Roger Stern, as I said, Jim Shooter, Steve Englehart, all great writers on this run. George Perez did a lot of these books, including this one. A lot of good stuff here. Early Avengers, or Bronze Age Avengers, pick it up. Then, just to show that I do buy modern comics from time to time, I love anything that says Secret Origins from DC. Their 80s series, I have the whole run, one of my favorite comic series of all times. Again, buy that series. The 60s series is great too, but they redid the series here when they tried the New 52 and they relaunched the whole universe, so I've been slowly trying to pick up those books when I find them. And this was in his dollar bin, Secret Origins number 5, featuring Cyborg and Red Hood and who else was it? Mira. Aquaman's lady. So, very timely with the movie coming out. Cool book. Always love Secret Origins. Then I found this gem in the quarter bins. Uncanny X-Men, even though it doesn't say Uncanny for some odd reason. I'll have to look up the story on that. That's weird. Number 205. This is a nice companion piece. Barry Windsor Smith art. Great artist. Great artist. This goes right along with the Weapon X story that he did for Wolverine in Marvel Comics Presents that I showed many a video ago. So yeah, I picked this up for like $1. Cool comic. And I have these two comics. I already have them, but they were in the quarter bins. And I couldn't just let them sit there. So I don't know. I'll find somebody that wants them, or I'll see what kind of condition the ones that I have are in. Maybe these are in a little bit better shape. Either way. Superpowers. Jack Kirby series. DC Comics in 1985. Superpowers number 4. Jack Kirby just drawing all the DC heroes. Even though this is not Jack Kirby at his best, it's still Jack Kirby. It's still fun. It's still dynamic artwork. For $1, I couldn't let it sit there. And Superpowers number 5. Jack Kirby, love him. If anybody needs those Superpowers books, let me know. See if I can work something out for you. And last but not least, I'm going to show all 3 of these at one shot. I always go into my local Goodwill. I don't have a second Charles or any used bookstores around here. So I stop at Goodwill or Salvation Army, and I always just see if perchance there's something there. I never find a darn thing. I've even donated comics to these places and then gone that week just to donate comics. And then B, to see where the hell they display them. Do they put them behind the shelf? What are they doing? And I never see them. I assume they get instantly snatched up by like other nerd collectors who's like, I don't care what it is, I'll buy it. I'll buy them all. It might be valuable one day. Yay. But I was at the local Goodwill just looking at their actual book selection, novels and whatnot. And I found these 3 suckers paper clipped together and shoved in there. And they were selling it as one thing for $2. And I said, yeah, okay. And I already have the graphic novel here. Well, hang on, I'll show you here. So, these were all together like yay. And what it is the Futurians. The Futurians was a series, for those of you who are not super geeky. God bless you all. The Futurians is a series created by Dave Cockrum. Here is the Marvel graphic novel debut of the Futurians. Marvel graphic novel number 9 from, help me out, 80s, early 80s, 83. So Dave Cockrum, known as an X-Men artist. When he he created a lot of the popular X-Men that you know. Created Nightcrawler, Colossus, Storm, God help me, others. He's been known as like a costume guy. Like his costumes are always cool designs. They do not translate well to the big screen, but they look really cool on the comic book page. Case in point, the Futurians. This is a creator-owned work that he did. He debuted at Marvel in '83. Never really took off. He took the series, published another miniseries independently, which I'd always kind of been on the lookout for. I've picked up the first issue a couple of times. So anyway, so this was on the shelf. I caught this, and then paper clipped with it was that miniseries I was talking about. A couple of years later, Futurians number 1. I cannot remember the name of this independent publisher. It doesn't say. I want to say it's like Lighthouse Publishing. I don't recall, but you'll find these in the cheap bins every so often. But I don't ever find the first issue. So I was very happy to see, again, the costumes are cool. If you like Marvel in the 70s and early 80s and you like the X-Men, pick this up if you can. Really cool stuff. Fun. Screams of fun. But anyway, they also had this really elusive, well, at least for me, I haven't looked on eBay, the Futurians graphic novel, trade paperback, collecting that miniseries. And the only bummer here, look how cool this back cover is. Very Phoenix-esque. the cover is completely detached. But it's all here. A really random donation to Goodwill, and I was very happy to find it and bring them home for $2. So cool. You know, I don't have to worry about beating this one up, just a reader copy. I want to find a nice copy now, but so cool. Very exciting to find that. Finally, after years of going to the thrift stores, I found a thing. Yay. And that's all I got, people. Not a big haul, but small but mighty. Small but mighty. Like the Ant-Man movie. Did you guys see the Ant-Man movie? It was pretty good. I liked it. Sequel. I liked it. Good stuff. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I very, very, very much appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Tell others to like, subscribe. Tell others to thumbs down. Tell them they'll hate it. Maybe they're those kind of people. I don't know. But thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all soon.